He's not Santa on a bad hair day. This guy laid the groundwork for an equal society without social issues back in the 1800s, with his works Capital and the Communist Manifesto all century. Socialism and communism were used interchangeably until the other baldy, Vladimir Lenin, gave them their proper meanings. So you jerk, you're stuck in the 19th century. Communism is socialism's utopia. As proposed, it was never truly implemented, as it means dissolving government with its powers absorbed by the community. In communism, social classes are gone. The state meets people's needs, and private property doesn't exist. Communism is socialism's peak, the highest it can go, just as imperialism is capitalism's zenith. In socialism, the state is run by a government controlling natural resources as well as their democratization. In socialism, the ownership of the means of production belongs to society, not a single entity or privileged group. Mechanisms can be developed to prevent the rise of bourgeois classes, hence its anti-capitalist nature, aiming to dissolve social class differences altogether. But this is classic socialism, leaning towards communism, and yes, I must admit it doesn't work, as its communist tendencies suppress things like private property and personal growth. Last century, new forms of socialism emerged, adapting it to modern society, such as democratic socialism, Christian socialism, etc. with the intention of replacing classical socialism, so don't be scared when you hear the word socialist or socialism, as it usually refers to these new trends. In the case of the social democrat, just like classical socialism, seeks to have control of natural resources and the production chain of them. But the difference is that private property exists and is respected so long as it doesn't screw over others. There's also private investment and the right to personal emergence, but always taking care that social differences are minimal. The Christian social rescues the same thing, but with a religious tinge. In the case of our country, in my opinion, there's an attempt to implement an indigenous democratic socialism, but the word indigenous doesn't mean it's only for indigenous people. It also recovers the knowledge of our native peoples. The gentleman is Karl Marx. And no, he's not Santa Claus.